Started with breaking news as we come on air because dozens of canceled flights and delays at Tampa International Airport are happening as the FAA cuts flights during the government shutdown. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay News at noon. I'm Frank Wiley. I want to show you this right here, a live look at TPA. It is all part of the FAA's plan, if we have it for you right there, to cut flights by 10% because of air traffic control staffing shortages. 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Eric Glasser joining us live from the airport. And Eric, you spoke with passengers this morning about this fiasco that folks are dealing with.
Yeah, we did, Frank, and we've heard stories from all ends of the spectrum, some who were completely and pleasantly surprised to find out that their flights were on time, they weren't experiencing any problems, and then we heard from folks who actually showed up at the airport today only to find out that their flight had been among those canceled. Let me take you inside the airport and outside as well. You can see folks here checking out the boards to see whether or not their flights are among those canceled. Here's something really unusual that we have seen throughout the course of the day so far. Planes stacked up on the tarmac. Usually that's something for other airports, waiting to take their turn to take off. It's an indication of some of the delays and the backups. We confirmed yesterday that Tampa International is one of those 40 airports around the nation that have been targeted for FAA slowdowns. As many as 10% of all flights canceled to ease that burden on a slowly dwindling number of air traffic controllers, some who have stepped away from the job after more than a month now without a paycheck. The move, say government officials, is really just to ensure passenger safety, and while that's obviously a top priority for everyone, it's also been a major inconvenience. Some people, again, finding out only when they get to the airport that their flight is among those selected for cancellation.
My flight was supposed to be at 10:41, and I am not going until 6:30 unless I get the standby tickets. Or no, they gave me a standby, so I'm gonna, and they said, what am I supposed to do? She said, just stand there and beg to get on the plane.
Ugh, tough strategy, right? Top bits of advice that we've heard from passengers and industry officials include arriving super early. That way, if there are issues with your flight, you've got more time to make other arrangements. Also, check with your carrier and proactively start looking at their options in case your flight is affected. Most, if not all, of the airlines out of TPA have said at this point that they are waiving change fees during this, and also Spirit Airlines, we understand, is offering to put people either on the next possible flight or even in some cases offer a refund. Just before we came on the air, I did check the latest numbers out here. So far, when it comes to cancellations, it's 18. Delays, 43. 18 cancellations, by the way, makes up about 3.5% of all flights in and out of TPA today. That number, they warn, could increase after the weekend to as much as 10% of flights. So again, the best advice is to keep in touch with your carrier and give yourself plenty of time. Reporting live at TPA, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay News.
Great advice there, Eric. This is touching everybody.